And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Fawcett. I'm touching base with you as I normally do. This morning has been a crazy morning. Nothing seems to want to work, but I'm going to fight through. Here we go. How are you all doing? And I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend. I definitely did. It was a beautiful weekend, and I got out and about, enjoy the city. How was your weekend? What did you do this weekend? Oh, G is in the building. Good morning, Miss G is in the building. So good to see you. I haven't talked to you all weekend. When I don't talk to you on the weekends, it feels like it's a lifetime. Anyway, just saying, just saying. And I didn't get to talk to my Chris this morning because he's on the road. So I'm all discombobulated this morning. This is not my regular morning. Everything about this morning has been off, but that's okay because we keep pressing on. We keep moving on. And hello, what is today? It is Motivation Monday. And our topic of the day, oh yeah, it's Motivation Monday. And our topic of the day is how to maintain a steady drive towards success. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And but also today is, like I said, it's Motivation Monday, but it is something even better, something more important than just every day. It is Earth Day. It is Earth Day around the world, celebrating around the world or I should say, acknowledging the day that we need to spend time in all countries and our communities to make sure that planet Earth is taken care of. And Channel 7 has been doing great. Disney has a great platform for Earth Day today. So check out all the stuff that's going on. Disney, Hulu, but ABC has been doing really a lot going on for It is Earth Day. What did you guys do this weekend? Okay. I was with the grandbaby this weekend and celebrated Prince on Saturday night with other Prince fans. Right. Yeah, I saw a couple of folks posting about Prince this weekend, and I know there's some diehard Prince fans in this community, diehards, and G is one of them. So good morning, says Antonio. Anthony Rowland is in the building. Good morning, hi Ron. I have your email and I'm filling it out today. It was my wedding anniversary weekend. I know, happy anniversary. You guys are a beautiful couple. I just want to say, beautiful couple. Anthony celebrating his wedding anniversary this weekend. And I saw some of this clips, I think on Facebook, right? It was on Facebook. You did some postings. I see Bryson's in the building. Hey, Bryce. Mr. Bryson's in the building. He says, what's up? What's up, RLP fam? He says, we arrived in New York City. We at the train station, just got off the bus. Really? Bry, you're in the city. Oh, man, we got to connect. How long are you in the city for? Please let me know so we can connect. It would be nice to meet you in person. And I am Miss Reese is in the building. I wish I had like bells and whistles and sirens and all that stuff that some of the other folks have on their channels. Good morning. It is a good morning. Serena's in the building. Yes, our poet, our writer is in the building. Oh, great. So we're going to have to connect. Hopefully we can connect tomorrow, or are you leaving Wednesday evening or are you leaving Wednesday morning? So maybe we can connect. Even if I just say hello, just if I get to the city, are you guys staying in Brooklyn? Are you staying in Manhattan? Where are you staying? Okay, not to put your business all out there, but just the borough. You don't have to go deep. Just what borough are you staying in? And but good. We will definitely connect with you. You took the train. Woo! I know what it is like to take the train these days. Remember, I took the train to Charlotte for the weekend after Thanksgiving, and I was like, "Oh no, never again." I should say that. There are times of the year you take the train. For instance, this is a good time to take the train because it's not a lot of college students on it. But right after Thanksgiving, there are so many college students on the train. It's the cheapest way of travel for college students, especially if you're traveling up the East Coast from the south to the north or north to the south. But it's packed. The week after Thanksgiving is crazy. So never again on a holiday, near around the holiday, because I've been on the train to Montreal, and it's a beautiful experience. I've gone to Montreal many times by train. It is much better than taking the plane to me because you get all the scenery. Serena says, I saw my bestie this weekend. I saw my bestie and godchildren this weekend. Watched One Love twice, and I worked on some segments for Indie Soup Media. We also saw Ghostbusters. How was Ghostbusters? I know you went for the kids. You went to see Ghostbusters for the kids. So that is really good. I did not, you know what I spent? I was out, first of all, on Saturday morning. This is my new routine. Get up in the morning, go for my power walk, as they used to say. And I walked up to the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. It was a beautiful morning. And then walked back home and just relaxed. Did I go out? Did I do anything really important Saturday? No, Saturday I walked around. That's what I did around. I just walked around the neighborhood. I did my cycling, but mostly I did some editing, a lot of editing. However, on Sunday, my buddy and I, my Lincoln Center buddy, who we go to listen to chamber music every other month. And we went and we met at the Botanical Garden, and we just spent some time together, excited because he's getting married next month. And so we were looking at scouting out places that I could take photos of them on tomorrow morning. So shout out to Kenny Tan, who is one of my favorite people in the world. And so he's we'll be hanging out tomorrow, and I will finally meet his fiance in person. So I'm so excited. And hey, Derek is in the building. What's going on, Derek? Derek is in the building. Derek has walked in the building. Yes, sir. And so lots of headlines. Obviously, Trump stories are going crazy. This is the first day that you're going to hear the opening argument. I think it's opening arguments or the opening statements for the court trial today. So that should be interesting on the news later on. I don't know about you, but the weather in the East is cold. Yesterday was like, it was brr. It was so cold. One of my friends who was doing a photo shoot yesterday, she posted how cold it was. And again, like I said, I was at the Botanical Garden and it was freezing, but I got some good photos in. And speaking of photos, a couple of announcements on that is, if you haven't gotten my little invitation, I have I've upgraded my personal Instagram page. I've had my Instagram page for a long time, and I just never knew what to do with my personal page, with my name on it, Ron Lewis Foster. And I said, wait a minute. I don't really know what to do with this thing, right? Let me take this down to earth. And so I said, you know what? Let me do something a little different. And so I ended up updating my page so that way I could post my black and white photos. And it just so happened, I did not plan it, but it just so happened that I picked this weekend to do that. So I've been editing photos into black and white, and it's all about nature. So that page is all about black and white photos in nature. And thank you for those that have given me such a great response. A lot of you guys reached out and said thank you, and I'm with you. I love the new page, and yada yada yada. So it's really good to see such positive response. I did put out, let me just show it. I guess I should show it, right? It's since I'm talking about it, I'm out to show you a little bit of it. And so, but yeah, I was like, I never really get a chance to show off on my Ron Lewis photo page. I never get a chance to show off my landscapes and nature. And so this worked out nicely because it is Earth Day and it's Earth Day weekend. So I was able to do that. And let me see if I can pop this in here really quick and see if I can will it come up, because you know how Instagram is, and these are the keyboards and me and my craziness. So okay, here we go. I think we got it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here we go. So let me just show you this page, and hopefully you like it. I hope you like it, and again, just follow it and share it with your friends. And I'm excited about going back over old photos and resharing them. And this has been really cool. So that's the Ron Lewis Foster page, my personal page, and it's just giving you some my photos of landscapes and wildlife and obviously flowers and nature. So glaciers, Alaska, travels, horses. It's my favorite page. So I can get back to it. Was a way of saying, you know what, Ron, you can go back to getting back to basics. So and doing something really creative and new with this page. So I had the page for a long time. One of my friends said, "Ron, I'm already signed up for this page. This is not a new page." And I said, "No, it's not a new page. It's not a new Instagram account. It is simply updated and repurposed. And I think this is where I want to go with this finally, with this personal page. And that is definitely the beauty of nature. And so I hope you guys enjoy it, pass it around, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it, share it, share it. It's Ron Lewis Foster. I know it gets a little tricky when you say Ron Lewis Photos and then Ron Lewis Foster. So those are two different pages. I see in here in the notes here. Let's see what you guys are saying. Good morning. Rashawn is in here. Good morning. So good to see you, Rashawn. And I got your email. Serena says, that's awesome, Ron. So yeah, so these are the photos that I love traveling. I miss it. I haven't really traveled like when I mean travel, I want to go like overseas, to different countries and meet different people and cultures and see their landscape, see the people. And so this is my page. This is my personal page. Hey, Jamel Shabazz is in the building. Just like Jamel Shabazz has a page with his name on it. Anthony Rowland has a page with his name on it. G has a. I say, you know what? Ron Lewis Photos would be the company page, or you want to call it the business page. And then this is my personal page where I can do the things I love to do when it comes to nature and landscapes, and keeping an awareness. Like on this page also will have my awareness of like Wildlife Fund, which is someone where I support the World Conservatory Conservancy. So I love supporting our planet and how we can best take care of it. And because of climate change and all the stuff that's going on in our world, so you see the outbreaks that are going on, like in Dubai, where you get 2 years flooding in 24 hours last week. So yeah, so this is something to bring awareness to nature, and I get to share it in my black and whites. So I'm so excited to be able to start this page up. And like I said, if you want to share this with your friends, please, that will help me bring awareness to the page. And again, so these are the first photos. There's lots of photos in my archives that I will be putting back online. And this is a page, and thank you, Jamel. Jamel says outstanding. This is one of those pages also. Well, I have learned in this whole Instagram, social media, YouTube, all these different things that I do in the content creating mode. Eh, Gwendolyn and I have had this conversation, and that is, you cannot be a chaser of the algorithms. You can only share what you love. And the people that love your work will just love your work. And the people that you can inspire are just going to be inspired. The people, I am long past I think the stage of racing down the algorithms. And so this is my page of just letting it, if it's 2 people following it or 1,000 people following it, it's just my page of just sharing about nature and the beauty of what's in our world, the wild, the wildlife that I've had chances to experience, and I love it. I mean, how often do you get a chance to spend time with beautiful elephants? And I have hundreds of pages of pictures of elephants, and just how they interact, how they connect. So that's what's on this page. Take a look at it, share it, and I will be forever grateful and thankful for that. Dr. Tachi's in the building. So good to see you, Dr. Tachi. And Anthony says, yes, chasing the algorithms will drive you insane. It's constantly changing. It changes every freaking day. I heard someone said that algorithms change hourly. There's some algorithms that change hourly. It's impossible. The computers have now taken over algorithms, and it does not fare well for us as if you're going to try to chase these things. It would just drive you crazy. Okay, what else is happening in the world today? I'm not really going to talk about politics today. I'm really kind of like, just there's some stuff going on in the news. You know about the budget that was passed for the Ukraine, Israel, and also Taiwan, and so that was passed this weekend. Mike Johnson also stepped up to the plate and said, "Wait a minute, maybe I should be on the right side of history." And maybe I don't care about this speakership. They can get rid of me if they want to. But you know what? I want to be on the right side of history. So that happened this weekend. That was really good. That was good news. I know a lot of folks are not into the whole war and everything, but I still believe that if we spend money to help Ukraine in this whole Russia situation, we will save the blood of our children and the boys and girls of our young people having to fight wars later if Ukraine is taken over and NATO is threatened, and then there's a world war. So for those that don't know, all the geopolitical ramifications of not sending this aid, you don't understand global politics. And so it is important that we understand the geopolitical situation in the world. So let's make sure we do that. I see here. Good. Hey, Omar's in the building. All the photographers are in the building. I love this community because it's so full of photographers and creatives. Speaking of that, this weekend, since we're going through announcements and kind of doing everything at the same time, because I definitely want to give you guys a good time for Motivation Monday. And like I said, we're going to be talking about how to keep fanning that flame, keep, really going after your dreams as a creative. So that's what we'll be talking about today. Let me just get that up here so you'll know what we're talking about today. This week, how did you... Oops, sorry, we already did that. I'm sorry, my bad. No, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Motivation Monday, how to maintain a steady drive towards success. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Another announcement I wanted to bring to your attention, for those that are in New York City and you're going to be in the New York area, there is going to be in New York City on Sunday, the first ASMP photo book fair. So it'll be a lot of photo books and publications check that out in New York City. Just go to the ASMP, just put in Google ASMP Photo Book Fair in New York City. It's going to be in Gramercy Park. Books of supporting photographers. And this is how, again, how do we support photographers? How do we support creatives? We purchase their work. We support them by purchasing their work. That's the best way you can show appreciation to creatives, artists. That's how you do it. But they'll be doing that on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you're in New York City or you're coming to New York City, check that out. And also, I do this every year. It's an annual event for me. They have the photography show, which is going on from that is going on the photography. Let's try again. The photography show 2024, and that's going to be on the east side of I think it's on off of Park Avenue, on Park Avenue at the Armory. And so this is going to be really good. This is where they're going to have all the photography, all the gallery showings of different people from all over the country, some people from all over the world. I go every year to support these photographers. It is great coverage. I ended up meeting Sandy from ABC News last time, and we ended up having a great conversation. So if you want, it's a good way to spend your Sunday. Well, I should say it starts on Friday. So you can go Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So it is this weekend. So check that out. You can go to the website, www.aipad.com/show. Check that out for all your photographer lovers. And if you love photography, you want to be in the midst with all these amazing photographers from all over the world, come on out. Check it out. If you want, I will be there on Sunday. I will be spending my Sunday at this event. I got to meet great photographers from Mexico and all over the country and the world. I met this photographer from Japan. It was a great time last year. So there we go. There we have it. Again, I see in here, hey, Rambo's in the building, all the way from India. I just love saying that, all the way from India. Serena says, she says she's putting her request for you to create a coffee table book of just elephants. You know, I did start a book on just elephants, my time with the elephants. However, I do want to add more to this book that I'm trying to put together on elephants, because elephants are so beautiful. And I'm trying to figure out how, maybe Jamel Shabazz can help me with this one. I don't know if he has some free time, because he's a busy man. I just don't know how I should shape this book. Should it have information and facts about elephants, or should it be just a picture book? But I do want to go back to South Africa, and I want to spend time with the people that work with the elephants at some of the orphanages that are there. So I don't know exactly how this book is going to eventually happen, but it is somewhere. Jamel says, I'm here for you. Jamel, I think we have to have a serious conversation. I need help. I do need help. But I definitely want to go. And we have someone in this community, Ole, I should say. Ole, he's in Tanzania. And I've never been to Tanzania. And I might want to try to figure out how to get funding done to go back to Africa to bring awareness to the elephants. And I would like to do that probably in Tanzania because I've never been there, one. But Ole, who is in this community, he does safaris. And so it would be beautiful to spend time with someone that the best way to do these passion projects as photographers or as creatives is not to just off the cuff do it, but to do it with real sensitivity and care, and to really dive in with the people that live it and do it, and it's their lives, and also to celebrate them as well and to celebrate what they do. Because I don't know if how many of you have been to an elephant orphanage. It is quite a unique experience. And you watch these young, beautiful elephants that have been made orphans, and this is Earth Day, so I can talk about this more freely and give a little more time to this. The elephants, when their parent, their mother is killed, they're left alone. So it is something the folks that spend time at these orphanages in South Africa and different parts around the country of Africa, I should say the continent of Africa. There are several countries that do it. Um, it's a big task. I'll never forget my interaction with the rhino at this orphanage, and the young rhino had just lost his mom, and so I am interacting with the little orphan, and I'm hugging it and petting it and kind of like just loving on this beautiful rhinoceros, and my time there, and there was this cry that sounded like a child, and the rhino, the baby rhino, sound like a human baby in the way it was crying, and my heart was totally broken. I was so taken back because the little orphan missed his mommy. He was crying for his mommy, but what's interesting about the animal kingdom is that these orphans are adopted by other mothers in in the orphanage. So you'll see this beautiful little tiny elephant that just came into the orphanage, but yet you see three female elephants that have taken that little elephant under their wing, and they wash it, they take care of it, they nurture it, they nourish it, they protect it. It's just, animals are so fascinating to me. And so on this Earth Day, if you can support any of these foundations like WWF or the World Conservatory, World Wildlife Conservatory, and there's many more, but those are the ones I donate funds to, um, and just kind of putting them on, like sharing what they do. And I can give you some if you want direct information of some of the charities, the refuge areas in South Africa, which I visit and spend time with them. So yeah, let's really think about our wildlife and preserving them. And really, for those that, I'm looking at the clock. Okay. For those that don't really understand the ramifications of global and climate change, it really does affect every animal. And, I'll never forget. Here's another moment in time in spending with wildlife. Being out there in my tracker and my ranger were explaining to me that if the elephants go, like if the elephants are extinct, how many other species are to follow? Because the elephant and what it does in Africa, it provides clearance of the forest. It creates clearance so that other new growth can grow. When a elephant poops, the dung beetles grab the dung and create these little balls and roll them up, and they roll along, and then that's where they also use them as nests, and then it spreads on to where those little beetles, and they end up feeding the birds, and then the birds that do that take that, and then when they move across the land, they pollinate. So the ecosystem is so big and so huge. We don't really understand, and we still don't even know the micro dynamics of how how one species lost could change the planet. And so Anyway, I know I can beat this drum all day long because it is very dear to my heart. And every species should be given the chance to survive and to thrive, not just survive, but thrive. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna move to the topic of the day. Wait, I saw some comments in here. Let me just see what your comments are first before I get there. Dr. Tachi says, indeed. Serena says, I have friends who live in South Africa. We need to go, Amparo. Maybe we can all go together. So, Amparo, that would be a great photo trip for you. You would never forget that experience. Yes, there is a show on Disney right now. They're showing it's called Queen, and it's really good about the queens, the female counterparts of the species that are in Africa and around the world. New herd of elephants orphanage. Okay, got that. I would love to go to Africa and spend time with elephants. It is life-changing. Elise says, good morning. Hey, Elise, good morning to you, my dear. Okay, it's time for some encouragement. It's time for some Motivation Monday. I got all you guys in here. And let's talk some motivation. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So today's topic, I said, you know what? We need this. We definitely need this. Our Motivation Monday topic today is how to maintain a steady drive towards success. Creatives. This is mainly a creative platform. I am here for creatives, photographers, creatives, Instagrammers, TikTokers, YouTubers. This is what this is for. This is why I come on here Monday to give you motivation. So the quote for this week is, when you look at people who are successful, you will find that they aren't the people who are motivated, but have consistency in their motivation. That is by Arsene Wenger. And I just love that quote. When you look at people who are successful, you will find that they aren't the people who are motivated. It's kind of like an oxymoron, right? But have consistency in their motivation. Okay, let's go into it. Miss Wenger's quote highlights a profound truth about success and motivation. It's not just about having a burst of motivation, but maintaining a steady drive towards your goals. Number one, consistency is key. It is so important to be consistent. Whatever you decide to do, be consistent. Here it goes. Success isn't a one-time event. It's the result of daily efforts, repeated day in and day out. Guys, there's days you don't feel like fighting the fight. There are days you don't feel like photographing that street event or that, thing that's newsworthy that needs to be put, as a photojournalist, and you want to photograph like what's going on with at Columbia University here in New York. There are photographers on the scene. They don't always want to be there every day to do that footage. Or there's photographers right now down at the courts looking at what's going on in the Trump case. Photographers and creatives and all of us, it takes consistency to do what we do. People are like, oh, they do it in 2 or 5 days, and they say, oh, I'm done. I'm not getting results. No, it takes years. In a lot of cases, results. I've been watching this documentary series on National Geographic. And I always say, this is the difference between, I've had one photo published in National Geographic, and that was an article called Pops of Color, right? That was just one photo 15,000 people submitted for that, and 30 of us made it to this article. There's a difference between a National Geographic just posting, having a photo in National Geographic, whether it be online, whatever, different parts they have. In this particular, it was called on your shot, National Geographic, Your Shot. But I've been watching the series on National Geographic, honoring the most proficient, the most amazing photographers. And then you realize why these are called National Geographic photographers. Do you know why they're National Geographic photographers? Because of their resilience and their consistency to tell a story, to live in a war zone for decades before someone acknowledges you as a person, as a real journalist, as they say, or a real photojournalist. For those that go out to, these protests around the country, talking about, the Palestinian, the Gaza, and the Israeli conflict and what's going on. That is a daily show up. And the National Geographic photographer or the Associated Press photographer or these are the big name photography centers that actually hire photographers, but they didn't just hire them because they were just like, I just want to pick a photographer. To get on the rolls of a lot of these periodicals or these big publications requires consistency of work. Key works. Sometimes I think, man, I need a passion project. That's my challenge for myself this year, and I need a passion project because we all need, as photographers. I'm looking at some of the amazing photography, and it was such great insight watching this series, this documentary. If you have not seen it, it's the leaders of photography leaders on National Geographic. But the theme that is consistent is that they are all consistent in what they do. I see here. Yes. Omar says they are the best of the best. The best of the best. That's what each one of those shows, each one of those you see as the commentators are talking, the best of the best. There are a lot of great photographers in the world, but these are the best of the best. And they've given up so much to be the best of the best. They've given up family. They've given up, homes. One photographer, she lived in a car for most of her career. Just awe inspiring. Okay, next one. Habit over mood. Motivated individuals don't rely on feeling inspired all the time. They create habits that keep them on track, regardless of their mood. It's about discipline, not just desire. Ooh, again, sometimes you just don't feel like doing what you are called to do, or need to do, or want to do. There's days you feel like giving up, but no, it's not. And you just like, I'm just not feeling it today. Those who are successful have a habit, or the mindset of habit over mood. We got to get it done. We got to get as Gwendolyn and our little crew like to say, you got to get the sugar honey iced tea done. You got to get it done. Regardless of your mood. No one cares about your mood. I know that sounds cruel. At the end of the day, you got to do what you're called to do. It's not about your mood. It's just not creatives. We're here to create. We're here to create content. We're here to encourage people. We're here to inspire people. We're here to highlight things that are going on in the world that need to be highlighted. That's our commitment to being creatives. It's not about how we feel today. Next one, resilience. Consistent motivation also implies resilience. Successful people keep pushing forward, even through setbacks and failures. They don't let discouragement stop them. They push through. Man, how many of us can identify? Can I get a witness in the building of all the creatives in the building on this feed right now? How many people have suffered failure as you do what you do? You came up with a game plan. You thought it was all solid. You thought it was all good. You thought you were going to make some money from it. You thought that people were going to accept it. You thought they were going to embrace it. You thought they were going to like it. And it just fell to the ground. It just fell to the ground, unreceived, unloved, unembraced. Oh, it was a flop. It was a big flop. How many of you out there? I see Anthony has his hands raised. Is Anthony the only one with me? Is Anthony the only one with me? Are there any other failures in the building? We failed. You know, they say about successful people, they're successful because they failed a whole lot. Right? It's important. Yeah, look at that. Rambo says, proudly saying, failed in every field, but perseverance picked me up. Hello. There we go. Derek got the hands going. Rashawn says me. And Omar says, I lost count. Oh, G says, it's a learning opportunity. Yes. That's what it's about, y'all. That's what we do. That's what we do. They don't let discouragement stop them. They push through. Next one. Here we go. Number 4. Long-term vision. Long-term vision. If you're just joining us, we're talking about how to be successful, how to keep it going, how to keep it motivated on this Motivation Monday. Long-term vision. Those with consistent motivation have a clear vision of where they want to go. This vision helps them stay focused and not get sidetracked by short-term distractions. They have a long-term goal. I want to do this. I want this to impact this. I want this one. I want this book to help this person. I want this speaking engagement to help thousands of people. I want this thing I'm creating to be something that helps folks later on. They have a long-term vision. So they go, yeah, I didn't hit the mark today. But guess what? Tomorrow's a new day. I'll never forget one day I was having literally a meltdown when I first made this transition from working for a company, working for, punching in 9 to 5, as they say, and became an entrepreneur. This is 8 years ago. I can't even believe it's almost 8 years ago. The fear to become an entrepreneur was like, have you lost your mind? You should be getting ready for retirement. You're 52 years old and you're gonna do what? But I wanted to impact the world some way. I wanted to be able to help people. And I wasn't doing it in my 9 to 5. I knew there was more to my life than just punching in the clock. Who knew it would evolve to this? That I get to come on Mondays and encourage folks. Yeah. Your long-term objective, whatever that may be. My long-term objective is to make an impact on the world. If I can encourage one person a day, then I've succeeded in a lot of cases. I really am not interested in the masses. I'm sure at some point the masses may happen, but it really is about impacting, for me, the world around me, the people in the world around me, whether it be the planet, whether it be my neighborhood, whether it be my friends, whether it be people in the photography community. If I can help, that's what it's about. Find your long-term vision. Because on those days that you're discouraged, you'll look at those long-term vision and say, this is why I'm doing it. And so I was having a meltdown in the shower. And I was like, I had a real bad day. I just started. I was just probably 6 months into this. I just came back from Africa. And it was the summer, I think it was summer 2017. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I need to work for somebody. I need to go fill in some applications. What have I done? Have I lost my mind? And I got a phone call in the moments. I mean, it's amazing how the universe works. I got a phone call in the moment, and someone, my life coach, life coach she called me and says, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm having a meltdown." I'm having a meltdown. And she says, "What? Why?" I said, "Because I don't know how I'm going to make money. I just need to figure this out. I don't know how to do this. This is all new to me. I've never been an entrepreneur before." And she gave me a list of things that I had accomplished in the little time that I did. And then she shared, what was your ultimate goal? Are you going to get to your ultimate goal working the old 9 to 5 or going back to the life you had? Are you going to be able to impact the lives you want to impact? I was like, no. She goes, take a moment today, go for a bike ride, and start again tomorrow. And that was one of the most life-changing moments. I literally was having a breakdown in the shower. I literally was having an anxiety attack. And this phone call gave me a blueprint for every moment like it. And I remember what my goal is. My goal is to make a difference. And I'm sure all of you have a goal. Can I ask you real quick before I close out in conclusion of this? What are your goals? What is your ultimate goal? Just put it. I want to hear it. I want to hear. There's 13 of us here today, but lots of people are going to see this later on. What is your goal? What is your long-term goal and what you do? I'm curious. I won't call your name out. But, I'm curious of what your long-term goals are. Okay. Moving right along. Okay. So let me pop here to number 5. Fuel your drive. To maintain motivation, it's important to remind yourself why you started, like I just talked about. You keep your goals visible, celebrate small wins, and surround yourself with supportive people. Yes, folks, you got to have people that support your dreams around you. You got to be aware of your short term. You got to be excited about your little wins, your short term wins. I got the list done today. I did 5 things of the 10 things on the list. I didn't do zeros, but I got 5 done. I didn't get the 10, but I got the 5. Celebrate it. Celebrate the small wins. You may have had an agenda on arm long, but you only did a pinky of the work. Celebrate it and get back to the rest of it later. I see here, Rashawn says, my long-term goal is to open my own business one day. There we go. Now I want to know why. Why would you want to open up your business? Who do you want to affect? Who do you want to touch? Who do you want to impact? Those are questions you got to answer, because you got to know the end game. Why are you doing what you're doing? Omar says, leave a legacy to my children and grandchildren. That's his goal. That's his ultimate goal. Yeah. Fuel your drive. To maintain motivation, it's important to remind yourself why you started. Keep your goals visible. Put them on stickies. Where's my little stickies? Or my sticky pack is in the box over here in the corner. Get the little stickies. Put them on your computer. Ideas. Put them on your computer. I watched this show, and the person had them all over their mirrors in the bathroom. Put them on the mirrors in the bathroom if that's necessary. Serena says, that's how I felt when I figured out Canva. Celebrate the win. Thank you again, Tachi. There you go. And Power says, wow, I am empathize. I empathize. I can empathize. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Rambo says, to create an impact in the photography world. He wants to do that. That's right. G says, long-term goal is to provide a community for folks to be their whole selves. Look at that. Look at every one of the creatives in here has a goal. That's what's important. In conclusion, here we go. Let's conclude. This is a great reminder that success comes from creating content regularly. And that means anything. I'm just using content creators. Content regularly, engaging with viewers consistently, continuing working to improve, regardless of the ups and downs. You got to keep going. Just keep going. Don't give up. Just keep going. This is Motivation Monday. Be motivated. Motivate others. Do you know the best way to be motivated is to motivate others? It will encourage you. This is really a truth to that. And as you help others, you will help yourself. As I'm motivating you, I am motivating myself. It gives me strength for the day, gives me strength for the week. Every time I come on here on a Monday, it's important. Motivate others. Whatever the thing is you're doing, be consistent. Keep doing it regularly. Be consistently at it. And don't forget the long-term goal, regardless of the ups and downs. Okay. How do we do? What's your thoughts? You got 2 minutes. If you want to share a thought, you can put your thought. Who wants to have the last word? Put your thoughts in here. I see here, Empower says, her goal, travel freely and take pictures. And I will always say, why? We got to know why. We got to know the whys. We got to know the whys. The whys behind what we do. Okay? Because that's what's going to give you the strength. That's what's going to give you the strength when you don't feel like doing it, when you are discouraged. I hope these helped you. How to maintain a steady drive towards success. I'm taking them. I hope you do too. Okay, guys. I think this was good. I think we had a good day here. I think I think someone walked away with a little extra wisdom today. I think someone did. Oops. You know what? I never went live on Instagram. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my goodness. Instagram never got any of these treats. But anyway, so sorry, Instagrammers, my Instagram community. I forgot to click the switch. But at least everybody else got to hear this here in the YouTube world. Okay. And oh, I just feel so bad that the Instagrammers didn't get to hear it. Dang, Ron Omar says. I'm counting my wins though. You heard it. If you are here, you heard it in the YouTube channel. That's why I keep telling. Come on over to YouTube. Holy moly. Oh well. Dr. Johnny, they'll be okay. Yeah, they can catch the replay. Walking away feeling more encouraged. Thank you, Serena. That's good. That's good to know. It's good to know. Derek says long-term goals is to have a music and film production company as well as a full-time as well as being a full-time actor. I love that. It can happen. Keep working towards it. Okay, guys, if you want to see the repeat of this, make sure you can just you can just go to our YouTube channel and go to Touch Base Daily. Just click into that and you'll be able to see this again. Or if you can, do me a favor, pass this on to your friends and family, all the people that you think they may need some encouragement and some motivation. This may help them. Also, you will catch the replay on Indie Soup Media. And that is sponsored here by our Dr. Tachi, creator of that. So check that out. You'll be able to catch it at 4 o'clock, the replay live on that. Congratulations to Dr. Tachi. She is gaining subscribers like crazy. So good to be a part of this community. Okay, I think that's it, y'all. I think we're out of here. No, we are. I don't think it. We are out of here. Talk to you tomorrow. Later.